Yo, 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 yo. What the fuck is up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. Fah, fah. You already know what it is, man. It's like what, 7:40 Eastern. Uh Top of the morning, everybody. Hope everybody's good. Um, I gotta get ready to go to work in an hour, so I want to shoot this off from the hip, break this thing up in parts. So let's just go ahead and do the Anthony Joshua thing. Uh I don't want to go right into the fight per se. I'd rather start off with what's up, Arlie? How you feeling? I'd rather start off with like, man, what do I don't know what people expect of Anthony Joshua. First off, I want to say this. I just wanted to thank Anthony Joshua for all of the things that he's done in boxing. This guy is probably the least respected heavyweight currently in boxing who's consistently try to put the sport on his back and do the right thing. But a meltdown, it's a human response, man. It's a human response. I don't know what people expect of this man. I've been trying to prepare people for shit like this for the longest time. Because, like, when I told y'all, I said, yo, when I say shit like this, when I say stuff like Anthony Joshua need to let his nuts hang like a gorilla and embrace, his masculinity, that's not saying that Anthony Joshua isn't an alpha male or anything like that. What I'm saying is, if you're trying to be PC at all times, you got all of these sponsors, you got all of this stuff going on, bro. If you don't express yourself, this would be the inevitable outcome. And unfortunately, what you saw is raw emotion from a man who really cares, bro. Bro, you can't tell me if you've ever competed in life, it ain't broke your heart when you've lost in a championship. It hasn't broke your heart when you've lost a fight. It hasn't broke your heart when you've lost in anything that's meant something to you. Put whatever you feel about whatever you've ever tried to achieve in life and actually throw some importance on top of that, however you value it, and tell me it won't hurt you in some sense. Especially if you're not dealing with the hecklers, if you're not dealing with all of the pressure, if you constantly real PC about it. That's what I mean when I say, yo, the we are the world, we are the children shit, Anthony Joshua be on. It's like, bro, I get it. I understand it. But understand that you're still a human too, bro. You can't put everything on your shoulders and think that, if you just move like it's all good, shit is just going to be smooth and it's just going to be all good at the end of the day. Nah, because shit like this happens. So, it's just a raw human response and everybody should expect it, man. You got to understand, bro, when you got all of these sponsors and you got all of these people and you got 90,000 eyes on you at a time live, bro. You got a whole country on your back. A whole country on your back. Honestly, fuck the country. You got the whole world on your back. Bro, it's a lot, man. That's a weight of the world for one man to carry, man. And it's easy to crash out. But shout out to him for always being game. And then think of it like this. If you Anthony Joshua and you're going out here and you're fighting the tough fights back to back. I don't care what the goofy say about it. We know what's what in the heavyweight boxing world. We know the climate from 2018 to 2000. Well, let's say from 2017 to 2022. We know the climate of the competition and we know who was doing what. When you watch one guy who was beat, nobody get more respect than you. You watch a guy who got fat on the couch come back and fought one guy who he viewed as a nobody get more respect than you. You got niggas calling you Glass Joe. You got so many people coming at you crazy. Bro, how long do y'all think it would have took y'all to crash out? I'm just saying. Put yourself in Anthony Joshua's shoes and deal with half the stuff he deal with. And then ask yourself, if what he did was some really outlandish shit. Now, of course, what I'm saying, we got to be able to hold it down. I know he did a lot, but yet and still, man, the nigga's human, bro. What's up, Mr. T? He said he beat an ancient alien mummy. Yeah, man, it's a fact, man. These dudes just get mad praise. It's just like this, right? I'm just fully aware of what the climate really is. Everybody has been waiting for this man's praying for this man downfall, and the other ones who wasn't saying nothing out loud, they were freaking rooting for it in silence. Because boxing is a combat sport, one-on-one. Nobody wants to see anybody get all of the money, get all of the fame. Well, I'm just saying, if you're an envious, hating dickhead, you don't want to see it. Nobody want to see a guy get all of the money, all of the fame, have all of the women chasing you, and a bad-looking guy built like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to see. These other dudes don't want to see that. They hated everything that he was. But the thing is, they could have positioned it. And here's the thing that people should be more frustrated with than anything. Those other guys cheated y'all out of great heavyweight fights in this era. Because Deontay Wilder didn't take $100 million contract. Fury didn't want to sign on for like 20 or 30 million. All of these things we know are true. But yet and still, Anthony Joshua's got to weigh all of the frustration, whether he wins or whether he loses. But at the end of the day, let's just face the facts. Heavyweight boxing was dead without him. Boxing was dead without him. There was only one other player, Canelo. So, you know what I'm saying? I just think that motherfuckers just be a little bit unfair with their treatment. I don't know what people expected of me, but I wasn't going to do what everybody else was going to do and just jump out there all crazy on the man. Bro, if that was me in that position, I probably would have broke one of these little dudes' jaw a long time ago. Or I would have probably said, however, I would have probably shitted on the competition a long time ago. Think about it like this. Anthony Joshua at the top of the mountain. If he would have shitted on Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury and told the world what they really were, he would have devalued those guys as fighters. But they devalue him every day. That's why it's just like, bro, I see that people don't have the same level of respect, or they just don't understand, or just wasn't raised with it ingrained in them. Because it's like, bro, how could you not see that? It's like, bro, if I can make multi-millions of dollars with these other guys, why am I going to devalue? One thing we know Anthony Joshua, one thing we know Deontay Wilder tried to do, and one thing we know that Tyson Fury went out their way to do, every chance they could get, is devalue that man. Devalue him. It's crazy to me. The Eggweight King turned down another chance to fight AJ again. As always, yeah, I've never been a huge fan of AJ, but I did feel bad for him because they always hold him to the highest standard compared to anyone else. Shout out to you, Gotti. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. It's just like, it's like this. The man signing the biggest contracts, offering the biggest money. How many of these dudes ever offered that man an opportunity? Okay, you say you offered him 50, but it was contingent upon what? BT Sports? A breach of contract? But nobody's takes these things into consideration. So all around the board, it has been completely unfair. Ever since his ascension in the game, Deontay Wilder got off the porch before him, you know what I'm saying, technically speaking, in his professional career, and so did Tyson Fury. But then he comes along and he do all of the stuff that they're not willing to do. Anthony Joshua does the things that these dudes make excuses for. But they get praised for it. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, of course I'm going to break down the fight, but I just need to put it in the realm of respect to where it's like, bro, what does a nigga got to do out here for real, bro? What does a nigga really got to do out here to get some type of respect? And it ain't even like he jockeying for it. It's not even like he jockeying for it. But at the end of the day, if I help build the fucking Empire State Building and all you did was build a fucking sandcastle and everybody giving you all the fucking credit, bro, I'd have a fucking problem with it too. At the end of the day, man, and that's why I say that fighters have to beat on their chest. You have to. Because if you don't, there's always like, look, there's your side, there's that person's side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. But at the end of the day, man, sometimes you got to combat ignorant shit with a higher degree of alpha. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just gotta beat on your chest and let people know you the best sometimes. Do we believe Tyson Fury is the best? In some aspects we do, but on paper, we can't honestly, you know what I'm saying, just give him that. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to, so I would have to, so you would have to let the world know. They're like, yo, this dude's a fat sucker who sat on his ass and chose cocaine nights in Twinkie days. You would have to come at him like that. You would have to come at this dude, Deontay, like, yeah, he's the fucking He's the scrawny leg, weak waist champ, man. Like, at the end of the day, that's how you had to treat those dudes. Boxing gyms, what's goody? Heavyweight is dead now. Like, look, bro, look at how people are looking at Usyk versus Tyson Fury. Is it a fight that the world should want to see stylistically, man? It's phenomenal. I ain't even gonna hold you. If Alexander Usyk get past, the usual bullshit, he could beat him. Is it a great fight stylistically? Yes. But is it boring? Yes. Is it boring on a mainstream? Like does that give you a lot of appeal? Is that what the world wanted to see? Man, we done got the bucket kicked over on us twice, man. All of the goodies done been spilled on the ground. Ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left. Like, bro, I'm just saying, like, from a hardcore aspect, yeah, we can hang on to that. But from a mainstream aspect, boxing can't win with this. It can't. Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua was the last chance that heavyweight boxing could win with this situation. You can't win with this one. You can't. Is Alexander Usyk trying to learn the language? Is he an enigmatic figure? Absolutely, but still, you can't win with that. Like, bro, like, man, come on, bro. It's different when it's Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. It's different when it's Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. It's even different when it's Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I don't even know if Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk can beat Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder numbers. And here's the thing about that too, Jerry. He can make a comeback. The thing is, Anthony Joshua, here's the thing about him. He's going to have to continue to take all of the beatings that Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder don't have the mental fortitude to take from the public, from top opposition, and come out victorious. Because when it's all said and done, you can't fake history, bro. You can put whoever you can say whatever you want about this person or that person, but all you got is footage. All you got is the footage. So at the end of the day, they could talk however they want about Fury and Wilder right now, and Wilder could come out of here and do the clown shit talking about Anthony Joshua don't got no heart. I'm gonna go there too, because I believe that there is some truth to that. It's just coming from a goofy dude, but like I said, Anthony Joshua's going to have to go through the fire with gasoline draws on it and continue to be the sacrificial lamb for the heavyweight division, so other heavyweights who come in this succession don't have to go through this shit. It's kind of like what Jay-Z said in his old album. Hov did that, so hopefully you won't have to go through that. Anthony Joshua's going to have to go through all of the things, deal with all of the frustration, bite down, and just be physically capable and mentally capable of dealing with all of the bullshit that come with fighting all of the best guys, staying more active like Eddie Hearn was talking about. Anthony Joshua's going to have to be more active, and just continuously hone his skills. Like, because what I heard in the ring was an outcry of a dude who was just like, bro, I'm saying I had the steeper learning curve. I came along. I've accomplished so much, and I can't even get respect for it, bro. It's about the competition. It's about having a warrior spirit, getting out here and getting it done, and leaving boxing the right way. So if we can't applaud a man for that, win, lose, or draw, and put respect on a nigga name first, then what are we contributing to the boxing world? And this ain't even for my fan base, because I know that y'all, y'all stand on business. I'm talking about for all the other people that happen to might play this back or listen to it. What can you stand on if you don't stand on respect? I'm just saying. They're going to duck and devalue him as much as they can. They're all retired. They all talk about what a killer he was. Man, bro, like that, and that's the crazy thing. Man, just keep knocking out everything around you, man. You got to make your activity so crazy they can't deny you. Like, one thing about Canelo, what do people give Canelo praise for no matter what the opposition look like? I'm just saying, good champion, decent champion, or low level champion. Man, Canelo is active. Canelo is doing the things that all the other guys that are in his position, they aren't willing to do, or all the guys, that aren't in his position, he's willing to do. And that's what makes a great fighter, man. So is Anthony Joshua made up of all of those things? Yes. Is Deontay Wilder made up of all of those things? No. Is Tyson Fury made up of all of those things? No. So this is where we have got to get past the hypercritical devaluing criticisms of people who walk right, who really walk it how they talk it. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. If you walked it how you talked it, how can I deny that you the truth? That's it. That's it. I don't care if a nigga lose, bro. I got fucking daughters, man. If my daughter ever lost at anything, I wouldn't give two fucks. I love her too much. As long as she gave it, or as long as she gave her best, what more can I say? We not gonna win at everything, bro. But you can be a winner at life if you go take those adverse situations and come back to it. That's why I got a sliver of respect for Deontay Wilder. As much of a titty water type person he is, bro, he came back to it and he fought his ass off. He got splashed, but he still came back and fought his ass off when he knew the odds was immeasurable against him. But I still feel as though I ain't gonna give him full credit there because I felt like you thought Fury was an easy button and more of a safe space than Anthony Joshua's power. That's all I'm saying. Dragon Leg, what's goody? John B. Poetic, what it do? These people been jealous of AJ for a long time. They've been waiting on this. But yo, the crazy thing is, bro, the comeback is always 10 times sweeter. It's always 10 times sweeter. Every time they doubt you, always double back on them and smack them upside their head. This isn't the end of Anthony Joshua. Quite frankly, if anything, this is probably the best thing that's happened to him. It relieves him of all of the pressure. Like, let's be honest here. How many of them niggas would have dropped that WBO? How many of them would have dropped that IBF? I don't even know if fucking Fury would have fought Pulev. I'm just saying. How many of them would have dropped it? That man took every challenge in front of him. So if no matter what weight class we look at it at, we got dudes that drop belts all across the board because when it comes to finances and it comes to the business of boxing and it comes to them looking bad, you know where they gonna go. Man, that man ain't never did that. He ain't never did it. No fighter does that in this day and age. Hold down all of the belts and want to maneuver through the division. Damn sure not no heavyweights. All of them dudes would have took, man, they would have said, man, look, Usyk, man, look, if Usyk number would have got called on any one of them clowns, man, look, bro, here's Fury. Oh, man, I'm dealing with mental health issues. Ain't it funny how anytime the smoke become a little bit real, the mental health go crazy? Like that motherfucker go fifth floor Sally on a nigga. That's really crazy to me. Deontay Wilder, and he just goes on his bullshit campaign. Like, hey, you got to be okay, here's another thing too, and I must say this because it just popped in my mind. You got to be a whole different type of sucker if you got a battery in your back the moment you see another man fall. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. That shit just infuriated me thinking about it. You got to be a whole completely different type of sucker if you get power or you feel some type of way vindicated or relieved or any type of weight is lifted off your shoulders because another man lost and you wasn't even willing to carry the luggage. Come on, son. Come on, son. In the words of the great radio jockey Ed Lover, come on, son. Bro, how do you do that? Like, bro, I ain't never, man, bro, I can't count another man money and I damn sure can't count another man wins and losses and I can't put them shits notched on my belt. Who the hell gonna respect it? What the fuck? Wilder said in a recent interview that AJ ducked big fights, but you ducked $120 million in career high payday in a whole lifetime of your freaking baby mother being a plastic surgery victim. You passed up on all of those opportunities? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Please. I don't want to change the subject, but did you catch Edwards? Yeah, man, yeah. That was a nice little setup with the left hand. Was it the left hand or the right hand? I know he threw a jab. Everybody just thought that was a fluke shot. He just threw a jab. He felt him out. He threw a jab out there, had him lean to the left, and bam, good night. You know what I'm saying? But see, for real, like, yo, I probably feel monster different about it. And I'm gonna jump right back on topic. I would feel monster different about it, Gotti, if Kamaru Usman wasn't such a cocky dickhead, man. Like I like cocky dudes, man. Pause. I like cocky individuals. I believe that every man, every woman should be confident. I feel like you should love yourself to the maximum degree. But there's a difference between loving yourself and being a fucking like how do I put it? Dark Knight level narcissist. Or how do I put it? Not even a Dark Knight level narcissist. Bruce Wayne level narcissist. Billionaire philanthropist dickhead. Like that whole, yeah. Like I can't respect Usman because he always was that guy. It's like he's the type of person that you would congratulate on a victory, and he'd be like, "Man, I'm just that great, baby. I'm just that great, baby. Deal with it. I'm just that great. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Respect the dude. Hella strong. Freak Nigerian power. Don't turn down no smoke. Not the greatest stand-up game in the world, but all dog. Definitely, you know what I'm saying, one of the best, arguably the best welterweight to ever do it. But yeah, man, yeah, that kick in the head was rightfully deserved. Yeah, bro, Usman was my dog. Like you remember, like the climb when he was on his way and everybody was avoiding him. How hungry he was. It's like it was like different. It was like that attitude carried over to him winning the championship, but then it turned over to a whole nother like Dark Knight level, like Bruce Wayne level type narcissist. Can't fuck with it. All right, so I really want to talk about the fight and the breakdown of the fight and the part two that I want to do this weekend, but I want to go into it a little bit. Let's talk about Robert Garcia. What are y'all takes on Robert Garcia and Angel Fernandez? And what they were giving Anthony Joshua in the corner. Do y'all feel like they were right? And do you feel like they were wrong in what they were telling Anthony Joshua to do? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I got a kind of a different opinion than what everybody else is going with. I try to like Wilder, but every time he says some stupid shit, I fall back to disliking him, bro. That's like yo, he's like his own, he's his own Achilles heel, bro. He's his own coup. Like he overthrows any fucking chance of anybody like really taking to him and liking him every time he opens his mouth, bro. Because sometimes like the best response is the one you just don't say at all. And every time you hear Wilder talk, it's just like, okay, I can see why I don't like you. Okay, I can see you an entitled prick. Okay, I can see why you feel like everything should be given when you didn't really give, you didn't require much, or you didn't aspire to do much. You just wanted to. I really think he's an individual that looked at the landscape of boxing and decided, like, you know what, this shit hella weak. It ain't nothing but, you know, flat tire dudes around. Let me get in here and flex. But then when a guy who really wanted to come through and do some shit, then it was just kind of like, you know, you mad that like, you know, that kid that's got a temper tantrum and shit like that because he was hoarding the toys. This motherfucker was real life hoarding all the fucking toys and he wasn't trying to share with the bro in them. Like his cousins and shit like that. Well, that was Wilder with that WBC puke green vomit ass fucking like belt, bro. Like he literally held that shit, wanted nobody else to even take part in having the opportunity to play with it or rest it on their mantle and just like, yo, you was that selfish dickhead ass little kid, bro. Like that's just 100% what you were. And you threw a fucking hissy fit the moment that you know daddy, you know what I'm saying, ripped that joint from you and decided like, yo, you gotta share this shit with somebody else. Like, that's exactly what it was. That was as soon as Anthony Joshua came on the scene, all you see is this motherfucker flailing hands and feet, crying like a little bitch. Why does he get all of the fame? Why do the people like him? Why do they? He's nothing but a bodybuilder. Why does anybody take to him? Like, bro, that's shit that women do. Respectfully. Respectfully. Nah, I ain't trying to like excite no gender roles or like had nobody thinking I'm being a misogynist or nothing like that. I'm just saying there's certain things that men do and there's certain things that women do. And that shit ain't one of them, bro. You don't hate on another guy, man. You just don't do that. Like, bro, put the work in. He's the one who wanted to come through, do minimal work, and get all of the rewards for it. Men can't go through life and fucking sustain themselves like that. You'll eventually crash out. You've got to go through fire to be able to sustain that top tier level. Because if you don't go through it, how the fuck you gonna know what the top really feel like? Because you damn sure ain't gonna know what the problems is like. He stays saying stupid shit. He's a jealous motherfucker. How stupid does he feel that he has to answer questions about Anthony Joshua? James Jameson, salute. Yeah, bro, like, when you really think about it, it's just like, Deontay Wilder's fucking career isn't where Anthony Joshua's is. Anthony Joshua accomplished more in such a short and significant time, and Anthony Joshua will always be able to go to sleep at night and be able to rest well and be proud of himself. The only reason Anthony Joshua would ever beat up on himself because he's the ultimate competitor. But see, Deontay Wilder would know nothing about that. Deontay Wilder is one person who believes in the PBC motto and is comfortable with it. I'm sorry, but if somebody tried to engineer my boxing fucking career around, it's like, yo, we can knock out all of these bums, talk a bunch of shit, hate on the other guy, and then, throw you in there with one credible guy. I'm like, nah. We got to do something different than that. I want them all. But he didn't move like that, so you'll never be respected like that. Underneath all of the bullshit that people say about Anthony Joshua, they respect him. I know it might be hard to believe, but under the bullshit, if you're a real person and real people know, anybody knows when you're selling yourself bullshit. You know the moment you let that shit fly off of your fucking tongue if it's cap or not. Everybody knows the truth. It's just some are just more willing to admit it than others. Shout out to George. What's up, my brother? He says, appreciate you for the super chat. He says, AJ may be soft, but if it's the end form, not that I think it is, you can never say he was a coward, especially with how many guys ducked him before he started, and sometimes still ducking and losing. Absolutely. And that's why I started this whole live campaigning for the man's greatness, man, and letting people speak on the integrity of the character. And it's just like, yo, like right now, it's just like, bro, people waited for Anthony Joshua to blow up so they could be like, I knew he was however they wanted to think about him, because I don't think negative about Anthony Joshua. So I can't really I can't think like a bitch ass motherfucker. So I can't really put the words in place of what a bitch ass motherfucker would really say. So unfortunately, people just love to hate motherfucking shit that they would never try to do the shit Anthony Joshua did. They would never look, and it don't even have anything to do with boxing. Let's just talk about real life here. How many of these individuals would be willing to sustain the type of plate Anthony Joshua deals with every day in any aspect of their life? They couldn't do it. AJ shows great potential under Garcia. He can be a 3-time champ. Bro, they was telling him everything right. It was apprehension that killed him. I don't know. And here's the thing. I don't know if Anthony Joshua wasn't busy because he was worried about fatiguing on the back end or what, but they were telling him the right thing to do. Keep the jab out there on him. Double up on it. Triple up on it a little bit. Go to the body. Keep shooting at the body. When they were consistently telling Anthony Joshua to shoot at the body, what was he doing? He was feinting, changing levels, and he was up high with a jab, a one, not even throwing a 1-2 out there. He was pushing out one jab at a time. And then there was positions in the fight to where he wasn't biting on a bunch of, the entirety of the fight, up until that up jab started catching him towards the mid rounds of the fight, Anthony Joshua was not biting on all of the feints. But my thing was this, I stressed this numerous times leading up to the fight. If you don't jump on him out of the gate, you're not going to win the fight. He didn't do that. Yes, did he pressure him? He gave him the same mid-range pressure that Usyk gave him. The only difference was at this time was Joshua was the one pressing it, not Usyk. Usyk was pawing, moving lateral, changing his angles. Joshua was trying to press the attack. But when you're pressing the attack, if you're not attacking, what are you doing? You can't fatigue a workout warrior, bro. You can't. The only way you're gonna fatigue Usyk is if you're gonna beat it out of him. And I tried to stress it enough. I know I ain't no big channel or nothing like that, and I don't think I'm nobody that anybody is going to stop and take their time to listen to. I just have a little foresight to hope and think that hopefully a motherfucker will catch this, because I ain't just trying to blow smoke up a motherfucker ass, east or west. I'm just trying to see a motherfucker get it done on either side. I'm going to give the best critique that I possibly can on both sides of the spectrum. And Anthony Joshua didn't get after it, bro. There were spots like, bro, you fucked it up. Like, I knew from the jump, and I don't know if y'all felt this way or not, but from the very beginning of the fight, I knew it was over after the first round. Did I have high hopes? Absolutely. Did I doubt him once? No. But we all watch fights, right? We all break down fights. We all do more than just visualize the spectacle. We like to get in between the numbers, the X's and the O's, and really break down what is taking place inside that ring on a second by second, punch by punch basis, on a move by move basis, on a fencing match level basis. Anthony Joshua didn't give me anything that I can hang on to moving later in the fight that was going to say, bro was going to take it. And then when you had him reeling, you didn't press him. You let him off the hook, and you let him remount and attack in the later rounds. Was he controlling the range and the distance early? Yes, but the output wasn't enough for him to be effective. As a heavyweight, when I hear Anthony Joshua's frustration, I hear mans and them say like, I don't throw combinations like Rocky Marciano. What the fuck, man? I'm not 14 stone. I'm an 18 stone guy. After the fight, that is frustration because you wanted to do it and you didn't leave it all on the floor. Did you try? Absolutely. But did you leave it all on the floor? No, because you wouldn't have been upset with yourself at the end of the fight. For every shot that you don't take, it's for every shot that he didn't take, it's fucking killing him right now. For every jab that he didn't throw right now, it's making him wince right now. Unfortunately, it is. Because at the end of it all, when we are not victorious, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas is always the boogeyman in the closet. It is the fucking nightmare waiting to haunt us in our sleep. Every time. Every time. Because when you're a fucking gamer, it's always the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and you always get between the numbers after the fight. You ask yourself, what could I have done differently? I guarantee that motherfucker is sitting in his bedroom, probably with the motherfucking tape, running that bitch back, skipping that bitch back, looking like, okay, I should have did this in the first round. I should have did that in the second round. It's easy for me to say it, or easy for us to say it on the outer realms of the ring, but goddamn, I wish I could honestly say, wholeheartedly, but with all due respect, I mean this with all due respect, you didn't leave it all on the floor. You didn't. And you're my fucking guy. But you didn't leave it all on the floor. You didn't leave it all out there to where I could say like, yo, okay, you're not proud of yourself. You're not. You're disappointed, or I don't know. Saying you're not proud of yourself is a strong word, but at the end of the day, who's proud of themselves when they lose? Nobody. Losing fucking sucks. But at the end of it all, I would just think that I would have moved with, and I don't know if you guys probably agree with me or not, respect everybody's, everybody's thoughts on this, but I personally would have moved with the urgency of a fucking father who's got a fucking daughter trapped on the second floor in a fucking, in a house fire. That's what my urgency would have been. Like, but it's a lot. Okay, here, let me play devil's advocate to this too, to my own thoughts too. Realistically speaking, who knows what the fuck is the right thing? I don't know who knows what was the right, and maybe Anthony Joshua thought he had it. Maybe Anthony Joshua thought that he was up. Maybe he thought that he was doing enough, and maybe he thought that the jabs that he was getting hit with, because in the ring, the significance of the shot on the outside probably doesn't, it doesn't come off the same way for Anthony Joshua. So maybe he didn't think the jab was that effective. Maybe he didn't think that he was really getting over on him. But I would have to say in the later rounds of the fight, I mean, it seemed like he thought so. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, it's just more, it's just even more unfortunate because, like, bro, like, the power balance in boxing rested on Anthony Joshua, man. Like boxing having any real star power rested on Anthony Joshua, man. Like Canelo big, but he ain't Anthony Joshua big. All right, let me look at some of these comments. Salute, Mark. What's goody? God bless you too, my brother. I hope all is well. Rachel, good morning to you too, sweetie. AJ needs to keep Robert Garcia. Yeah, man. He just needs to stay entrenched with just American trainer and just an American dog, bro. That's why I really wanted him to get with like Antonio Tarver, bro. I really thought Antonio Tarver would have been the recipe for success. But look, man. I'm just another guy on the outside looking in, just leaning my little 2 cents on what I think is just Anthony Joshua could be successful. Honestly, I think Anthony Joshua's best success in boxing is probably going to come right now. And it don't even have to be mean on the backs of saying he's going to get a championship shot right off the bat. What does he have to worry about right now? Really? What does Anthony Joshua have to worry about right now? Other than being the best version of himself and not trying to convince other people that he's already that. He get to let all of that shit go now. So for me, I'm willing to see what Anthony Joshua 3.0 is going to look like. Because Anthony Joshua 3.0 could be a motherfucking problem. He could be a problem. He ain't got shit to worry about now. This man is a man with no worries. He still got fucking hella star power. People are going to come out and see him, and we know this man ain't going to take no easy touches. And honestly, you know, more activity is only going to do better for Anthony Joshua. He need to be in the ring and be able to work on some things with a couple of tune-up fighters. I don't know Anthony Joshua. Joshua ain't had no tune-ups, and the activity has not been great. What has he been fighting? 1 to 2 times over the past, 3 years? So activity will do him well. A little bit more time to, you know what I'm saying, like focus on himself. And maybe giving this kicking out the same criticism that these motherfuckers kick out to you, but be honest about it. Maybe that shit'll do you some well too. Because I'm telling you, telling motherfuckers the truth sometimes is chicken soup for the motherfucking soul. Telling these goofy heavyweights around you that's always talking shit and you taking the high road, bruh. Sometimes it feels really fucking good to kick a bitch ass motherfucker in the nuts a couple times. Just give him a swift kick right in the diddy. I'm just saying though. Water looks at AJ like Steven looked at Django for the first time on there. He do though. Shout out to Chitlin Circuit. Man, it's good to be back, man. You know, I'll try to, get in here when I can. It's been hard a lot lately, but I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Toby B, what's goody, Brody? AJ need to see a therapist, bro. He his own worst enemy, bro. All right, I'm gonna say this as a person who's been introverted, like with my emotions, pretty much the entirety of my life, and realistically try to start letting it go at the tender age of 22. When you take all of your problems and you compartmentalize them at all times, bro, it brings out the worst version of yourself, man. Because there is no balance in between where you were and where you're about to go as far as your emotions. Like, and there's no aim with it. It's a whole bunch of shit that has been harboring inside of you for however long you started fucking closing those doors to letting people in and see what the fuck is really going on with you. So when you dealing with shit like that, bro, it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. And whatever that break point is, bro, it's going to come out just like that. Luckily, bro, for him, it came out like that. Because it could have been a lot worse. Anthony Joshua ain't no little dude. He could really knock some shit down. So for real, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Slamming the belts down, coming back and trying to make it right, going on a rant on, you know, it was an emotion charged rant based on all of the shit that he been holding back and really wanting to say, bro. That's what compartmentalizing your emotions will do to you. It's not a good look. You have got to motherfucking let that shit out, bro. You got me. We as human beings, we got to blow off steam. And I say this shit as a man all the time. A woman would never see me cry, but I cry all the motherfucking time. You gotta look, I'm introverted. This how shit work for me. I got to go off to myself, take a little weekend vacation, go do some shit, smoke some shit, probably chill with the bros or whatever the case may be. But I'm in my moments of solitude, a nigga might have to drop one. You know what I'm saying? A nigga might have to drop a few gangster tears. They gangster tears though, I promise. But you might have to drop a couple gangster tears every now and then. Because we as human beings, bro, we cannot act like we are immune to bullshit. We are not, bro. Men are not robots, and no matter how much life try to program us to be that way, bro, we gotta let it out, man. The weight of the world even gets too heavy for Atlas shoulders, my G. And as men, we try to look at every problem like we Atlas and we could just carry the weight of the world's on our shoulders. So in our moments of solitude, yeah, nigga, let that shit run. Let that shit run. Don't let them see you sweat, but have your own moments, your own time and peace where you can have that. You can vent that out so you can get back and be right. So you don't give the world and you don't give the public all that shit. But some of us are a little bit more accepting and understanding of what it is than others. Others are just waiting for you to be at this point. I, for one, am not that dude. So you ain't got to ever worry about that for me. I just want to thank you for all of the things that you did for boxing when that shit was really a flat line in the heavyweight division. For real, Anthony Joshua inspired other heavyweights that people really respect and jock right now to get on their shit. And they not even really getting on their shit. They getting in where they fitting in and they putting their gaslight in the right columns they need to gaslight, bro. That's it. That's all it is. It's fucking great gaslighting and perfect time at the end of the day. Anthony Joshua didn't wait for a perfect time. He didn't wait for any type of special placement or privileges. He just got out there and started swinging, bro. So I think that's what we're going to end off on part one, man. And we'll come back. We're going to break down the fight in part two. I see you guys, you know what I'm saying, either tonight or Super Nipple Sunday. I hope everybody is well. God bless you all. Man, let's fucking make boxing great again. Shout out to Anthony Joshua. Shout out to the world champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Unified Ring Magazine champion. 5-belt Dundada. Let's go. As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Shout out to all of y'all, man. Y'all already know I got hella love for y'all, man. And always remember, y'all stars. So go out and fucking shine like one. It's the motherfucking balls.